sir.
They are using guerrilla tactics, hitting us and then hitting us again and then moving somewhere else.
How does this compare to Iraq?
Oh, it's a lot worse.
We're not here on like a UK mission. I think it's like a worldwide mission.
They're doing what I'd be doing if they came to my backyard.
Like the Alamo, we're stuck in this country.
Flying into southern Afghanistan, birthplace of the Taliban, where the war on terror began. Here, the high-tech British military machine has been dragged into a war we were supposed to have won 5 years ago. Against a ragtag guerrilla army, it seems almost impossible to beat. At their base in Camp Bastion, these men of 3 Commando Royal Marines are getting ready for another desert mission. They're an elite fighting force, in vehicles built not to protect, but to chase and to fight. First light and final preparations. They'll spend weeks on end hunting down the Taliban and provoking attack. And we'll be with them for the next 9 days, watching the war through their eyes. After months based in Afghanistan covering the fighting, this was my first opportunity to find out how intense life is on the front line. We're traveling to a place where the Taliban still have control, from Camp Bastion through the Helmand Desert to Garmsir, a main supply route for insurgents and drug dealers, and a major battleground.
We're on the patrol down to Garmsir. The guys we'll be travelling with are the Brigade Reconnaissance Force. They travel in small vehicles, quite light like this, with very light armour, just enough to stop small arms fire and shrapnel, because the key thing here is mobility and weaponry. They've got an awful lot of guns on board.
Staff Sergeant Tony Spamer, nicknamed Spam, already a veteran of Afghanistan and Iraq, is our guide through what was to become a terrifying journey. A man who knows what the campaign is about.
We're not here on like a UK mission. I think it's like a worldwide mission. We're doing the job, you know, we're looking after, trying to sort this country out, get on its own 2 feet. Let's eliminate that threat of terrorism, and then hopefully 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, we will have these problems like we had 9/11, the 7/7. We can put all that to bed and move on.
They reach the gun line, where the artillery is waiting just outside the town. A chance to meet the unit our patrol is relieving.
They're clearly very mobile. They move from there down to there and just of the DC.
For Spam and Troop Commander Captain Jason Milne, it's an opportunity to get the latest intelligence on where up ahead their elusive enemy might be.
There's also, you know, the hill fort as you drive along that canal. 4 trees along the top of it.
They're not in there, are they?
Occasionally they come and go, but they keep coming back and having sniping attacks at Red 5.
They are using guerrilla tactics, hitting us and then moving and then hitting us again and then moving somewhere else.
And the men pulling back to base know all about it.
The worst was the other day down in there, Garmsir down the town. It was me and another lad, and we were scanning for like enemy positions where the Taliban and that was. And all of a sudden, his RPG goes off straight over there, blows up behind us, and then just loads of small arms out. He had a trap that was there, and round was landing here, like. That was pretty mental, like. Oh, my mum's petrified every day. Like, I just got a letter off her this morning. She's just like, oh, she's in bits. The Taliban seem up for the fight anyway. Seem still take us on, so we don't even know everything we've got.
And fighting alongside them is the great British hope for an early exit strategy, the fledgling Afghan National Army. They train on the job with British troops and will eventually have to take responsibility for Afghanistan's security. But that's a long way off.
We've sort of got to go at their tempo. I think based on the amount of money they get paid, they're reluctant to put their lives on the line, really. So difficult trying to work out where their allegiances are, really. And dare I say it, I don't really trust anybody, so just go with what we know.
How does this compare to Iraq?
It's a lot worse. A lot better. I didn't see any action of that. But it's more just everything you can guarantee small arms.
And then they were off, heading into town, straight into the Taliban-controlled areas. Evidence of the months of heavy fighting was all around. It was eerie, but we had no idea just how dangerous this show of bravado was. Perhaps it also took the Taliban by surprise. This time, there was no attack. But that would soon change. The next day, they moved to the villages on the outskirts of Garmsir on the search for intelligence. They tell them where the Taliban are. The patrol's job is to test that information out. The villagers were right. Mortars and rockets explode just meters away from us.